You were telling me something about RT lamp. Is there any connection with RT PCR?
Audio Jungle. Whenever I switch on the TV these days, I just hear about rising cases of COVID 19. And all I hear is the terms like antigen, antibody. So, ma'am, can you explain these terms with respect to the COVID 19 situation that is going on about what is an antigen and what is an antibody?
Yeah, basically these are different tests with which you can assess COVID, or the scientists are finding out, or companies are coming up. So basically, if I have to explain what is antigen antibody, definitely I can do that. Very simply, I can say that the antigens are the proteins which are existing on the outer shell of the virus itself, that is the COVID virus itself. So it is kind of a part of the virus itself. And what are antibodies? Antibodies are those molecules which are produced inside our bodies against those specific antigens. So that's a very simple way to understand the two things. Is something like when the COVID is, your body don't know the COVID when it retains or when it sees it as a new person, so it starts shooting its own bullets. So bullets are nothing but antibodies. So that is how I can explain you in a very layman term.
Ma'am, we hear a lot about RT-PCR these days that it is being done. So, what basically do we test, ma'am? How does this go, RT-PCR?
Yeah, basically when it comes to PCR or RT-PCR, it is all about, it comes down to when we deal with the genetic material of the virus. So I hope you know what is the genetic material of the virus, Rujuta. Can you tell me?
Yes, ma'am. It is a single-stranded RNA with respect to COVID-19.
Yes, as you know that PCR is basically based on where we can amplify a DNA molecule. It can be any DNA molecule. Now, when it comes to COVID-19, we are talking not PCR, but we are telling RT-PCR. So basically, what we do, because as you rightly said that it is a RNA is the genetic material for this virus. So when we get a sample, we take out the RNA, but we cannot amplify the RNA as such. So what we do, we have a mechanism with using special molecules which are called enzymes, and with those enzymes we convert that RNA into a DNA and then we amplify it. So this is all about the RT-PCR. So RT-PCR is nothing but reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction. So this is a very specific and very good test as of now which is available. So that's the basic difference, is just playing with around when we play around with the nucleic acid of the particular organism. As you mentioned about antigens, antibodies, this is another technique of identifying the virus using the nucleic acid as a component, not the antigen or antibody. Yeah.
So, ma'am, can we use antibody as well?
Antibody will be definitely there if the virus has attacked a person. So in seeing the viral load and comparing the antigen load, the antibody load, we can actually understand about the COVID condition, as well as it will be more helpful when it comes to that we're trying to see what is the response to the treatment, because and if your treatment, whatever drugs or if the vaccines like those have come up so well, so it basically giving us the power to actually fight against this virus, because we'll have the antibodies which will be developed inside us which can fight the COVID virus. So that is how it works.
Yes, I would like to add one more point, ma'am. Like, if the antibodies are present, we surely get to know that the vaccine is working.
Yes,
So we can tell that.
that's what I said. Actually, that is what I tried to say. That is something like whether the body is actually responding to what treatment are you giving. So vaccine is maybe not a treatment, but it is just like a modality with which we can at least find ourselves a bit safer in that way. But yes, again, it depends on the robustness of the vaccines. You were telling me something about RT lamp the other day when we were talking on a project just very recently. It just came to my mind right now because we're talking about diagnosis and all. Can you tell us about this RT lamp technique a bit, and is there any connection with RT PCR, or is it same, or it has some difference? So I mean, it will be very nice if you tell us in a simple way, It will be helping our audience also to understand the thing.
Yes, ma'am. RT-LAMP is also a type of a nucleic acid detection method, the same as RT-PCR. But the difference is that here we are keeping the amplification process of the RNA at the same temperature. So isothermal, the same temperature is maintained to amplify this RNA. So this is the key difference between the both of them. The rest all remains the same. And interestingly, when I came across so many articles, not only blood and the nasopharyngeal swabs are being used, but saliva can also be used as a fluid to perform RT-LAMP as well, not just RT-PCR. So many advanced diagnostic aids can be performed by using saliva as a diagnostic fluid. So that was a fascinating thing which I noticed, ma'am.
Yeah, I think this is a very great information that you shared, Rujita. So I think let's start a conversation from this video, because it's not about what we share here. We both would like to understand your views, and I just really want that if you can share your views regarding the diagnosis of COVID-19 and what new knowledge you have regarding this. So just come up and share it in the comments. So let's learn from each other, and that's the purpose of these science talks. Thank you, Rujita, for being here today and inside these science talks. And it's always great to chat with you virtually like this, and hope we meet soon on the other side of the camera. Thank you, everybody. Please subscribe the channel for more science talks each week. Thank you.